Hey guys, welcome back to Dreamcatcher Horsemanship. I'll be honest, I've been struggling a little bit trying to figure out what type of content to make for this channel because I feel like my routine is very much the same day to day, and I know that can get really boring. I don't go to a lot of shows, especially this year. A lot of the shows in our area have actually been shut down or moved to different venues because there have been some equine herpes virus cases in our area. So I have made the decision that as much as I wanted to do some showing this year, I'm not going to. I just don't want to put my horses at risk. That's not to say if you're somebody who's choosing to show this year that I think any less of you. I think it's a calculated risk for everybody, but I have two older horses at home and I just don't want to risk a younger horse bringing something back to them. So yeah, I'm not going to be showing this year, but with that said, I've been kind of stuck on like what type of content to make that would be interesting. So today I thought I would make an update video for you guys on Annie because I haven't made any videos with her since I started reposting on this channel. If you're like an OG subscriber and you were here when my channel first started up, you might remember that Annie struggled for a very long time with anxiety and a spooking problem, and I went back and forth about whether or not I should retire her. But I'm happy to report that in the last year and a half, she and I have done a lot of really good work on learning how to relax, and she's doing so well. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on her so you could see how she's doing. And I guess without further ado, let's go grab Annie. Here's Annie. I just wanted to talk for a quick second about the success we've had controlling a pretty severe fly allergy that she has. When I first got Annie, she was covered head to toe in hives, and I'm not talking about like the little welts that horses sometimes get. I'm talking about those tiny little super itchy hives head to toe. She was losing hair on her face, on her legs. She was scratching herself bloody. So obviously, when I bought her, we had the vet out basically right away to work with us on figuring out how to control her hives, and there was discussion about using steroids, which we didn't really want to have to do if we didn't have to, because they can predispose horses to developing laminitis and founder, especially older horses. Annie is 19 at this point. So it took us about a year to kind of figure it out, but I am happy to say that I think we finally have a method worked out. The biggest thing is that Annie wears fly sheets all the time, except obviously when the weather is really hot or it's raining out. You know, there's certain times when she's not able to, but as much as we can, we keep her in her fly gear. And then on top of that, we buy these things called fly predators, which you put in your manure pile, and they eat the fly eggs and or larvae, I believe, and they keep the fly population down. So that works really well for us because Annie's actually not allergic to the little gnat flies, which is what most horses are allergic to. She's allergic to black flies. So those fly predators keep the black fly population down on our property. And then the last thing that we do for her is we give her an over-the-counter medication that my vet recommended and helped us work on to figure out the correct dose for her. But we start that before the flies ever come out in the spring, and we continue it until we're sure they're all gone in the fall. And I'll show you in just a second, but I am super, super excited to say that she's been very hive-free for several years now with no steroid intervention whatsoever. And I'm telling you, this horse has some of the most severe fly allergy symptoms that my vet and I have ever seen. I mean, it was really, really bad. So I'm gonna take her fly gear off now, and I'll show you what her skin looks like currently. If you guys could have seen this horse when I first got her, you'd be like, wow, that's like a huge improvement. So let me get all her stuff off and I will show her to you. So here she is. This is what her skin looks like now. It's a huge improvement. You have no idea. This horse used to be just covered in bumps head to toe. We have no hives this year. She's not itchy. She's not losing the hair on her face. She's not losing the hair on her legs. And we've been really successful for the past, I don't know, 2 or 3 years at keeping her hives gone. So I just wanted to update you guys on that because some of you guys who were here when my channel first started probably were around when I started trying to treat her for all this stuff. And I definitely did catch some flack from some people who said you should just put her on the steroids, it'll be better for her. And she's just a great example of a success story, like when you're willing to try things for your horse. I'm always behind using the least harsh treatment possible. And that said, if what we tried hadn't worked and she was still miserable, we would have put her on steroids. But it is possible to work with your vet and work with different types of strategies to get your horses comfortable. You don't always have to go straight to like the hard-hitting option. And I don't know, I'm just really proud of what we've been able to do for her, because she was miserable and now she's a completely comfortable horse on a very mild medication and with just other management techniques in place. So I'm gonna groom Annie up now, and then I will take her out into the pasture. I might actually take her into the ring and do some liberty work with her first, and then I'll take her out into the pasture and show you guys what we've been working on under saddle. Hi there, ignore my sweaty face and my helmet head, but I'm inserting this clip after the fact. This is hysterical. I could not have timed this better myself. I am not sponsored, but I just took Annie for a walk to our mailbox after I rode her to kind of cool her out. I hosed her down the whole thing. And this package showed up in my mailbox. These are my fly predators, so I thought I would show you what they look like and tell you a little bit more about them if you're interested. Again, not sponsored in any way, but I have had such great success with this, and I really think that this is a big reason why we've been able to help Annie with her fly allergy. So hold on a second. So when you order these guys, they come in a box like this. I'll open it up so you can see what they actually look like. But you can either order them at the beginning of the season and have them get delivered every month throughout fly season, or you can order like a one-time thing, but it'll give you like a little questionnaire and ask you how many horses you have, and your current fly load, etc. And then it'll determine the size package that they need to send to you. So I get enough for 3 horses, and I think a couple times a year they actually send me like a double pack just to like really get at the flies. But anyway, let's open this package. I'll show you what these guys look like. I was actually honestly extremely skeptical when I first started doing this, because I thought, like, honestly, like, how much could they help? But we've had such great success and so few flies on our property. So anyways, this is what they look like. So the place you get them from is, oh yeah, here's my bonus shipment. So this is double the size that I normally get. They do this twice a fly season. We don't get these year round because I live in a place where we have winter, so we don't need these year round, but this is my bonus shipment. There's 10,000 fly predators in there. I usually get 5,000, but you get them from Spalding Fly Predators. You can go to, I think it's spaldinglabs.com. It's up there, and you can order them. And basically, this is what they look like. So this package comes with sawdust, and I think those little brown things are like the egg pods of these things. And actually, there is one tiny insect. Can you see it walking around in there? Oh, it went out of view. But they're these tiny, there's one. Do you see them? They're these tiny little bugs. They are only beneficial. They don't bite the horses. And when you see about a dozen or so of these crawling around, like, they don't always come hatched, then you take them and you spread them in all of your manure problem areas. So I'll go out and spread some in the pasture where the horses make piles, and I'll also spread them in my manure pile. But these work so freaking well, and I would definitely recommend. In my opinion, it's worth the money. I can't really say how economical it is because I don't remember what I paid, but I don't remember it being like super expensive to do. And if you have a fly issue at your place, which a lot of us horse people do, this is so awesome because it even helps like when you're riding, the horses have less flies on them and stuff. Anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that so you could see what I was talking about when I was talking about fly predators. Some people have never heard of them. But yeah, I definitely recommend giving it a go if you think that it's something that can benefit your property. And now back to your regularly scheduled horse content. guys enjoyed that. I know it was kind of a short video, but I'm really proud of how far Annie's come. She definitely still has some anxiety that we have to work through, but I had 0 spooks today. She was listening really well to my hands and getting really soft to the contact, and it's such a huge difference from where she was just a year ago, a year and a half ago or so. She was at the point where I really thought I was gonna have to retire her. So, you know, I just took a different approach and started working with her on relaxation and stopped worrying so much about performance. And once we got the relaxation, the performance followed. So anyways, is she perfect? No. I feel like it's stupid that I have to make this disclaimer every time I make a video, but for some reason people online expect that if you make a video you should be perfect at everything, which is just not realistic. So I'm proud of how far we've come. If you're somebody who has watched our journey, you'll be able to see the huge difference that she's really made, the huge change she's made. And regardless of what anybody else thinks, I'm super proud of this horse. And yeah, I guess that's the end of this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye.